These cars were built for breaking speed laws, not the bank. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 performance cars you can get for less than $100,000. For this list, we're keeping the rules of the road simple. Any car is eligible, as long as it's fast, and crosses the line with a base model price tag of less than $100,000 US. 3, 2, 1, go! Number 10. The Mercedes-AMG C63S, $73,250. Borrowing its raison d'etre from its big brothers, the E and S-Class, this sedan is the mob boss in a pinstripe suit. It's smooth, cool, and sophisticated. But don't be fooled, it's also got muscle. 469 horses from a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 to be exact. As the brand name suggests, the amalgamation of luxury and power is unprecedented. And with Mercedes-AMG cleaning up at Formula One in recent years, this is one car you do not want to see in your rear view. Mind you, it likely won't be there for long. Number 9. The BMW M2, $51,700. If you ask some gearheads, late model BMWs seem to have traded drivability for good stats, but this is so not the case with the M2. The coupe is a return to form for Bavarian Motor Works. Its light, agile body and incredible predictability make it a pleasure to drive. And with 365 horsepower and a 0 to 60 mph time of just over 4 seconds, the M2 has plenty of pleasure to offer. Sure, it's less than perfect in some areas. For example, its driver's seat isn't exactly in line with the rest of the car. But this BMW is definitely an ultimate driving machine. Number 8. The Cadillac CTS-V, $83,995. For decades, Germany has dominated the powerful sedan market. You may have even seen some of them on today's list. But while American sedans have a certain land yacht reputation, Cadillac's CTS-V is a wolf in sheep's clothing. With 640 horsepower, 4 doors, and looks that stop just short of being flashy, this car will take you from 0 to 60 mph in 3.7 seconds. And if you leave your foot on the gas, you'll find yourself in the 200 mph club. Couple that power and speed with competitive handling, and Das German automakers had better watch their backs. Number 7. The Dodge Viper, $95,895. Barely fitting the criteria for this list, this legendary sports car strives to be as purely American as a car can be. It's big, it's brash, and at 645 horsepower, it's got way too much power coming out of its massive 8.4-liter V10. Of course, you may find the Viper a bit of a handful to drive, but what can we say? The more agile, track-focused models were too expensive for this list. But if the base model is still a little rich for your blood, there's always the $50,000 Dodge Challenger SRT Hellcat, with its own mammoth 707 horse power plant. Number 6. The Tesla Model S 90D, $79,000. You don't need gasoline and exhaust to get serious speed. The 90D variant of Tesla's Model S will hit 60 mph in less than 4.5 seconds, which makes it competitive with just about any car on this list. But there are even more advantages that come with an electric powertrain. For one, you don't have to wait until maximum revs to get peak performance. You get it the moment your foot hits the floor. And with no gears to shift through, that acceleration continues until you run out of road and/or power, whichever comes first. So if you happen to think combustion engines are going the way of the wood-paneled station wagon, fear not. There is a solution, and its name is Tesla. Number 5. The Alfa Romeo 4C, $55,900. The formula for speed is quite simple. Stiff body plus power minus weight equals zoom. No one knows this better than Alfa Romeo. The 4C's 237 horsepower, 1.7-liter 4-cylinder engine may not seem like much at first, but then you realize that the car is made out of mostly carbon fiber and is an extremely light 1,973 pounds. What that means is its power-to-weight ratio is insane. Pair that with a mid-engine layout for maximum weight distribution, and you get one of the sportiest and most gorgeous cars you can drive today. Number 4. The Jaguar F-Type Coupe, $61,400. If you want to talk about car companies with legacy, it's hard not to mention Jaguar. Fortunately, Jag has no trouble delivering a sports car for the ages that simultaneously honors its heritage. So what makes a sports car? Noise? Check. Power? Check. Looks? Check and mate. The 375 brake horsepower V6 should not leave you wanting more when it comes to power. And if you happen to live in an area where the sun shines on occasion, then the convertible model may be right up your alley. But in terms of performance, you're better off with the coupe. Number 3. The Ford Mustang Shelby GT350R, $61,795. In an era when the muscle car has become a rare breed, Ford and Shelby have not only created one of the best ever, they've changed the game. The latest Mustang is nothing to scoff at, but Shelby has worked to create one of the greatest driver's cars of all time. Upgrading to a 5.2-liter flat-plane crank V8, the GT350 has the power to match its insane looks. The 350R model stands out especially because it's dumped most of its pesky weight, making it great on the road, phenomenal on the track, and all in all, an unbridled driving experience. And that exhaust note, that is the way cars were meant to sound. Number 2. The Porsche 911 Carrera, $89,400. Porsche strives to be the last word in performance engineering. If you must, go ahead and ask a 911 enthusiast to explain to you why the 911 is the greatest car of all time. Just make sure you don't have plans for the rest of the night because you're gonna be there for a while. So why isn't it number 1 on our list? Because for the base price of almost 90 grand, you get a car, and that's about it. If you want a good sound system, an upscale coat of paint, or any other options, you're gonna find yourself clearing 100 grand very quickly. Now, sure, you could cheap out and get a Cayman, but the legacy of the 911 is unrivaled, and it has easily earned its place on our list. Before our number 1 pick zooms onto the podium, here are some honorable mentions. Number 1. The Chevrolet Corvette Z06, $80,395. When it comes to the supercar, European automakers have long dominated the sphere, with the United States struggling to match the continent's sophistication, craftsmanship, and performance. No longer is that the case, however. After more than 60 years in the biz, Chevrolet has changed the narrative. Boasting a 0 to 60 mph time of about 3 seconds, and some seriously impressive handling capabilities, the latest iteration of the Corvette was built to rival the likes of Porsche, Mercedes-Benz, and the Nissan GT-R. The Camaro ZL1 was also a serious contender for this list, but in the Corvette's price range, you will not find a finer performance vehicle on the planet. Do you agree with our list? What bargain performance cars are your favorite? For more entertaining top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Great comms, well done everybody, fantastic job, fantastic job.